I am a complete failure. Due to a lack of funds to pay the rent, I was forced to sleep with my son in a toilet at the train station, facing the person outside the door who keeps knocking, wanting to use the restroom. I could only forcefully cover my son's ears to prevent him from being woken up. At this moment, my tears also fell down involuntarily because my investment failed. I planned to interview for a job as a stockbroker, but my wife left me because she didn't approve. Only my son and those scanners were left behind. The scanner is my money. I can only afford to eat when the machine is sold. However, no hospital was willing to purchase my machine due to its high cost, so I came to the stock company for an interview, but I didn't know until after the interview there will be no salary during the 6-month internship period. I still have to compete with 20 other people for one spot, and I have to take my remaining 6 machines to gamble on that one in 20 chance. Looking at my son, who was sleeping soundly, I decided to take a chance. Life has also ushered in hope. I finally sold a scanner. I exchanged banknotes at the store. I saw my son wanting the chocolate beans on the shelf. I finally have enough money to buy one for him. I have started my internship life. The company provided us with the contact information of employees from Fortune 500 companies. Let's use our own methods to persuade these people to invest. The person who receives the most investment will be kept, but because I am black, my boss always assigns me to pour coffee for him. I know this is strong racial discrimination, but I didn't refuse because I wanted to gain his favor, which would increase my chances of becoming a regular employee. Time flew by, and 2 months had already passed, but I haven't even made a single investment. So I made a bold decision. It's surprising that searching for employees is useless. Then I'll go find their boss. But what I didn't expect was that the other party actually asked me to go over. The other party asked me to arrive within 20 minutes. Just as I was about to leave the company, my boss asked me to park his car, and there is also a problem with his car door lock. It took me a long time to open the car door. But by then, the parking space had already been occupied by someone else. I drove to find a parking space, but encountered traffic jam. After I parked my car, I came to the foundation staff only to be told that the person had left. So on the weekend, I came to the president's doorstep and apologized to him. But when I left with my son, the president invited me to watch a game together. This game also helped me make many connections. It seems that God has closed all my doors to test me. When I returned to my rented house, the landlord placed my luggage in the hallway, and the locks of the doors and windows have been replaced. Facing my son's questions, I didn't say anything and just took him to the station. At this moment, I told my son that this scanner was a time machine. As long as he presses it, he can travel through time and space.
Come on, we'll push it together. Oh my goodness. What? Open, open, open.
What is it?
Dinosaurs.
Where?
You don't see all these dinosaurs?
I created an imaginary world and then led my son into the toilet. Because I want him to think we came to the restroom to avoid the dinosaurs, not because we're homeless. The next day, I arrived at the church and queued up, hoping to secure a bed space. At this time, the church staff informed us that there were only 4 beds left. A tramp immediately cut in front of me. I had an argument with him after I found out the head of the church wants to drive us away. At this time, a kind middle-aged man beside me helped me explain. This is how I got a bed. The next day, I took the last exam in the company. After the exam, I met my boss. He borrowed money from me to pay for the bus fare because he forgot to bring any. I lent him money, and as a result, I had to go without food for a few days. The last day of the 6-month internship period, the people I met on the pitch brought me 31 investments, but I felt scared because of it. I don't know if what I have can help me secure this spot, but I still express my gratitude to those who supported me. At this time, the manager asked me to go to the office. I arrived at the office with a nervous feeling. I thought I'd wear a shirt today, being the last day and all.
Well, thank you. Thank you. We appreciate that. But, wear one tomorrow, though, okay? Because tomorrow's going to be your first day.
At this moment, I can no longer bear the bitterness inside me. My eyes started to turn red, but I still held back my tears. The manager asked me to stop when I was leaving. He returned the bus fare I paid for him last time, so I left the company like this. I can no longer control my excitement on this crowded street. I immediately ran to the kindergarten where my son was and picked him up, because I will never let him live on the streets with me again. I am walking happily on the street with my son, and I also envisioned the version of me in real life.